Hello and welcome to RyugenTrades episode 36, SP Setia versus Malakoff. These are two stocks listed on Bursa. Today is the 1st of September 2024. Happy Independence Day, Malaysia. Yesterday was the 31st of August, our Independence Day. And today is actually my channel's first anniversary. So thank you so much for visiting the channel. Thank you to all my subscribers. Let's get on with it. If you're new to this channel, well, I'm a retail trader trying to improve myself by creating videos like this. I trade on the Bursa, US and FCPO, and I'm the little anchovy swimming with the sharks and the whales, trying to survive and improve. A disclaimer, the two stocks covered today is not a buy or sell call. Please do your own research. This sharing video is only for education purpose. If you have an account on Moo Moo, you can follow me. I'm RyugenTrades there as well. I have 235 followers. Thank you so much for following. And in fact, I have more followers on Moo Moo compared to YouTube. Well, go figure. Well, basically, also if you don't have an account in Moo Moo, well, you can click on the link in the description below to open an account. My referral link is below. So now let's move on to the individual chart. So this is the daily chart for SP Setia, and since 2023, mid of 2023, there's a clear uptrend there. In fact, I've drawn this UT1, which is the uptrend line 1, until the last video I did, episode 26, I think it was in April this year. There was a sharp spike up for SP Setia. This when the data center craze was there. I drew uptrend line 2 and I said that yeah, price went up too far and I'm just waiting for price to come back down to UT1 before I decide whether there's potential entry. And lo and behold, now price has not only come back to uptrend line 1, but it's gone down below that as well. So it's a significant weakness now shown by SP Setia in terms of the price action. And let's see what else do we have. So now I've drawn also the DT1, which is the downtrend line 1, and let's see how far it has gone. And very important now is the support and resistance level. Before that, look at the various resistance at around 160 to 170. So that's a clear resistance there, which once it failed to break through, price just came crashing down. To date, I think the down is almost about 40% from the high. And if we move to the weekly chart, this will give you a clearer picture of the support and resistance. Around 160, a clear resistance there. It was initially a support. Look at that, it was support there, and when it broke, prices came up and it just couldn't break through this resistance now at 160. So let's move back to the daily chart. And at the daily chart, actually I've drawn a couple of support resistance line, but before that, first of all, this is the SMA 200, and once price is trading below the simple moving average 200 days, so that's not a good sign. And you see that the EMA 9 and EMA 30 both is now also sloping downwards, which is also not a positive sign. So is it time to go into SP Setia? Probably not until things change. You'll see the MACD also showing is below 0, and it's also increasing in the red bars. Similarly, RSI naturally shows a lower RSI, so everything looks bearish. And in terms of divergence, if I can just turn off all these indicators to have less clutter, let me remove all these other lines. Yep, let me draw. There was a divergence here. Of course, in hindsight, it's easy for me to draw, but I'm never good at this. So this was the divergence, the bearish divergence, where price went up, but the MACD actually showed lower strength. So that was the clear bearish divergence there. So there was a sell signal in July. So it was, so since then, if you're still holding, well, things looks very challenging at this moment. So let's move on to Malakoff. Malakoff is in the power generation sector, and I'm looking at the one big chart, Heiken Ashi chart, and let me see what I can show you right now. Well, in terms of, this is from 2016 all the way to 2024. This is almost about a 8-year weekly chart, and now it is hitting this resistance, trying to break through. To me, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this attempt number 5 to break through this significant resistance here around $1. So if it breaks through, we're looking for a much higher price, and volume has definitely picked up of in recent weeks as well. So let's compare this to some of its peer. So TENAGA, the red line now is showing TENAGA, and Malakoff's price seems to be a reflection of how TENAGA's price moves as well. Maybe there's some sort of relationship between the two, but I think recently I did see some news in terms of TENAGA and Malakoff having some agreements. Let's compare this with another company in this sector. Well, Canergy is a newly listed stock, so not much data to work with on the weekly chart, and also not too strong of a performer. Randhill is another comparison. Price seems more volatile in Randhill, and it's actually shown a very nice uptrend from almost 35 cents to ringgit 30. So that's an interesting chart. YTL Power, well, this is of course, if you've been following the Bursa market for the past couple of months, since early this year, it has been on a super run. Recently showing signs of weakness. Whether it's bounced up or not, we have to see. Mega First MFCB, a bit flattish for a couple of years. Recently having a relatively nice uptrend. So if we put it all together, you can see a comparison. I'm using TradingView for this. So you see the various total 5 companies here, excluding Canergy. So these 5, how they have actually fared with one another. Well, let's move on to plot some of the moving averages. And from the weekly chart, you will see I've plotted the EMA 9 and 30 and SMA 52, and all actually lines up beautifully. If you are someone that's interested in technical analysis, you would love to see this sort of chart formation, which shows the EMA 9 above the 30 and is also above the SMA 52 for the weekly chart. And volume has also picked up for the past couple of weeks. And if I compare this to Randhill, remember Randhill also had quite a good run recently, and the difference is a clear difference now. Rand Hill price action now has dropped below the EMA 30, the yellow line there, and EMA 9 also beginning to curve downwards, so possible some weakness in Rand Hill compared to Malakoff. So I'll go back to Malakoff and you'll see there's a difference in how price has been. So yeah, so there was an entry signal much earlier on. I wasn't tracking this particular stock then. It was a nicer entry, of course, when all three EMA SMA lines were trending upwards with volume increasing, and once actually broke above 70 80 cents, it was actually a buy signal then. Well, is it too late now? Well, let's zoom into the daily chart and find out later. And before that, for the MACD and RSI for weekly chart also shows a bullish signal as well. So I think it's a matter of finding your entry and setting your stop loss accordingly if the price continues upwards. Now let's zoom into the daily chart for Malakoff. I've plotted in the same EMA 9 and 30. For the SMA, I'll change it to 200 to reflect the average over the 1 year. And all three again is still lining up nicely. Although the EMA 9, the green line is sloping downwards, but it's still above the EMA 30. And the nice thing also to see is that RSI is still above 50 and the MACD not showing a downward trend. In fact, maybe it's a good area to buy right now. And as long as the price continue to have higher highs and higher lows, well, it could be an opportunity for an entry. Well, for the upcoming week, I am planning my potential buy for Malakoff. So this is my trade plan. Please do your research before trading this. Entry probably around 85 to 88. If price do come back down, I'll put in my stop loss around 81 cents and eventually a target price, probably trailing, put a trailing price for target at 110 and above. So that is the trading plan for Malakoff. To me, one of the catalysts would be if the TENAGA continues in its strong uptrend, so Malakoff may just follow suit. And so that's all for my video for this particular week. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to this channel, please do consider subscribing. Smash on the bell for notification for new videos. If you think I've done a good job, do smash the like button. Thank you so much for watching and have a good trading week ahead. Goodbye.